In fact, there is a joke going around that probably what is inside there is an iPad, this one being a digital government.
With a flower on his breast pocket, the National Treasury Cabinet Secretary walked out of his office to the glare of cameras. Then, staying in tune with tradition, Henry Rotich posed for pictures with the trademark budget speech briefcase. From here, he would go to Parliament, where he is a stranger, the term used for those allowed in the House who are non-members. The Cabinet Secretary for Devolution, Anwar Guru, accompanied her Treasury counterpart from Treasury and into the National Assembly chambers. In the chambers, they found a House not so packed and without the Speaker, who ordinarily chairs parliamentary sittings.
Revenue-raising measures for the national government for the year 2013-2014.
Apparently, Rotich's budget speech statement was mainly directed to the House Budget Committee, chaired by Mutava Musimi.
Again, to thank all of you for finding time to come. You didn't have to be here, except, of course, for the Budget Committee, but you chose to come, so please accept our appreciation.
Funds from across the regional capital markets.
When delivering his budget speech, Rotich read from an iPad and not a voluminous booklet from the briefcase, as has been the case over the years. Moreover, much of what the Treasury Cabinet Secretary read was already in the public domain.
I thank you.
Perhaps this explains why there was little activity at Treasury on the eve of the budget day, unlike previous occasions where top officials in the ministry would spend the night combing through the budget speech. The 44-year-old Cabinet Secretary appeared at ease as he polished his speech last night, but he admitted he had some butterflies in his stomach.
Of course, there's a bit of anxiety, and given it is the first time in the new, dispensation, and so we are all going to test the waters.
The former head of macroeconomics at Treasury, who also worked with the International Monetary Fund as an economist, was suddenly the man making headlines on this day, which has always featured politicians. He has hardly been in office for a month, but being the new Treasury chief, he had to handle the complexities of the ministry's entree, most importantly, the preparation and presentation of the 2013-2014 finance budget.
It's been quite tough in terms of time. We had a very short time to prepare.
He walked into his office today morning at 8 to have a final look at his maiden budget speech and perhaps a rehearsal for what he would be expected to do during the day. Sylvia Chebet, Citizen Live at 9, Nairobi.